Kia ora everybody. My name is Lana. I'm children's librarian from Albany Village Library. I missed you all very much and I missed our story time. That's why I decided to invite you to my home for a story time session. And as always, let's start our story time with hello song. Join me if you know it. Tena Koe, hello to one. Tena Koe, hello to two. Tena Koe, hello to all. Hare Mare everyone. Welcome everyone. Tena Koe, hello to one. Tena Koe, hello to two. Tena Koe, hello to all. Hare Mare everyone. Welcome everyone. There is somebody else I want you to meet. This is my friend Kiwi Kevin. Tena Koe, Kiwi Kevin. Welcome. Kiwi Kevin is a shy bird. He wants to tell me something. What is it? He wants me to read you a story. A myth, actually, a Māori myth, that's called How the Kiwi Lost His Wings. One day, Tani Mahuta was walking through the forest. Tani Mahuta is a spirit of the forest. He looked up at his children reaching for the sky and he noticed they were starting to sicken and bugs were eating them. He talked to his brother, Tani Hoka Hoka, the spirit of the sky and the birds. Tani Hoka Hoka called all of his children the birds of the air together. Tani Mahuta spoke to them. Something is eating my children, the trees. I need one of you to come down from the forest roof and live on the floor, so that my children, the trees, can be saved, and your home can be saved. Who will come? All was quiet, and not a bird spoke. Tani Hoka Hoka turned to Tui. Tui, will you come from the forest roof? Tui looked up at the trees and saw the sun filtering through the leaves. Tui looked down at the forest floor and saw the cold, dark earth, and he shuddered. Cow, Tani Hoka Hoka, for it is too dark, and I am afraid of the dark. Tani Hoka Hoka turned to Pukeko. Pukeko, will you come down from the forest roof? Pukeko looked down at the forest floor and saw the cold, damp earth and shuddered. Cow, Tani Hoka Hoka, for it is too damp, and I do not want to get my feet wet. All was quiet and not a bird spoke. Tani Hoka Hoka turned to Pipi Wha Rauroa, New Zealand cuckoo bird. Pipi Wha Rauroa, will you come down from the forest roof? Pipi Wha Rauroa looked up at the trees and saw the sun filtering through the leaves. Pipi Wha Rauroa looked around and saw his family. Cow, Tani Hoka Hoka, but I'm busy at the moment building my nest. All was quiet and not a bird spoke. and great was the sadness in the heart of Tani Hoka Hoka, for he knew that if one of his children did not come down from the forest roof, not only would his brother lose his children the trees, but the birds would have no home. Tani Hoka Hoka turned to Kiwi. Kiwi, will you come down from the forest roof? Kiwi looked up at the trees and saw the sun filtering through the leaves. Kiwi looked down and saw his family. Kiwi looked at the cold, damp earth. Looking around once more, he turned to Tani Hoka Hoka and he said, "I will." Great was the joy in the heart of Tani Hoka Hoka and Tani Mahuta. For his little bird, his friend, was giving them hope. But Tani Mahuta felt that he should warn Kiwi of what would happen. Kiwi, do you realize that if you would do this, you will have to grow thick, strong legs so that you can rip apart the logs on the ground, and you will lose your beautiful colored feathers and wings, so that you will never be able to return to the forest roof. You will never see the light of the day again. All was quiet, and not a bird spoke. Kiwi, will you come down from the forest roof? Kiwi took one last look at the sun filtering through the trees and said a silent goodbye. Kiwi took one last look at the other birds, their wings and their colored feathers, and said a silent goodbye. Looking around once more, he turned to the Tani Hoka Hoka and said, "I will." Then Tani Hoka Hoka turned to the other birds and said, Tui, because you were too scared to come down from the forest roof, from now on you will wear the 2 white feathers at your throat as a mark of a coward. Pukeko, because you did not want to get your feet wet, you will live forever in the swamp. Pipifar roar roar, because you were too busy building your nest, from now on you will never build another nest again, but lay your eggs in other birds' nests. But you, Kiwi, because your great sacrifice, you will become the most known and the most loved bird of them all. And this is why we New Zealanders are proud to call ourselves Kiwis. It's a lovely story, and you're very good listeners.